but you still have much to learn. Continue your quest. I will be watching.
Last time on Paladin Ball Z, our hero Tiber Strake was rejected from the White Knights 3 times. Today, can he get strong enough to finally join their ranks? Let's find out. Alright, we have a few things on the to-do list today. We have to complete Recruitment Drive, and in order to do that, we have to do Druidic Ritual, and with that, the Eternal Ironman struggle is to get the raw bear meat. That's one of 4 meats I need to acquire to complete Druidic Ritual. The other 3 are raw chicken, raw beef, and raw rat meat, so pretty simple and easy animals to kill. The harder part is the bear meat, and I can kill a level 19 black bear, but I'm nowhere near that level, and that has a max hit of 3. So instead we'll be going for the bear cub, which is level 15 and only has a max hit of 2. But our stats right now are a little bit low, 6 attack, 8 strength, so we're gonna have to train up a little bit by slaying more imps. But we've decreased the population just outside Falador, so now we're gonna go just south of Ardi and bring some justice to those little buggers. Sorry guys, had to cut that a little bit short. Great song, but we can't have another imp slaying montage so soon. But we're done with the combat training for now. We have 15 attack, strength, and 10 defense, so we should be ready to kill a bear. Look at these people at the Ardi Bank. You thieves! Trapped this knight and you're just stealing from him constantly. You have no shame. Stop it now or you'll feel my wrath. You'll face justice. I can't do anything now, but one day they will face divine judgment. But for now, back to the task at hand. We make our way to the Fremnik province. That's where we'll find some bear cubs. And look at that. In the distance, you see an amazing castle. The Camelot Castle. Known to have very powerful, honorable knights from a distant land. A strange land they call Bretagne, I don't know. But one day, I will join their order as well. A beautiful castle indeed. One day I will return. What is this? A pirate has appeared. What does he want? Old treasure of yours? Are you sure it's yours or did you steal it? You want me to help you unlock this found treasure? I don't think so. You're just pirate scum and an alcoholic. I'm not helping you. I don't trust you. I don't know if you're innocent or not, but I cannot help you. Be gone. Okay, we've made it to the black bear cubs. I just have to kill one, unfortunately. And I decided to go with the... Oh, he sniffed me out. Sorry, little guy. I wish I didn't have to do this. I have to become a paladin. I have to become a white knight. It's dead. But... what have I done? I've just killed this poor innocent bear cub for my own selfish desires. Yeah, I want to be a paladin of the light, but to kill these innocent animals in order to do that, that makes me no different than the demons I hunt. I was thinking that instead of killing a mother bear and leaving her cubs all alone to fend for themselves, I would just take out one of the cubs, making it easier on the mother and the other cubs to survive. But this has brought a very heavy weight onto my heart. I must repent for this sin. So what happened there? I think my brain went to Iron Man mode instead of Paladin mode, and the bigger bears are level 19, so only 4 level difference, and I could have easily just gone to kill one of them for the meat. Alternatively, I could have completed Priest in Peril to get access to Mauritania and gone to the meat emporium there and get bear meat like that. So yeah, I didn't have to kill an innocent bear cub. So I'll have to repent for these sins, and I'm thinking as punishment I should bring 100 ashes to an altar, fiendish ashes, and scatter them by the altar. That should be a suitable punishment for me. I'm going to do that next episode, so let me know in the comments if I should do something else or if this punishment is suitable, and we'll go from there. We have to move on though. We can't wallow in self-pity all day. We have to learn from these mistakes, take in these lessons, and become a better version of ourselves. And what better place to do that than follow these wise druids that follow in Gothic's teachings. Gothic's representing balance and nature. So we've been tasked with bringing these raw meats and enchanting them at a cauldron underneath Taverley. And there are some interesting characters guarding that cauldron. Lots of skeletons here, but I'll try to take on one by myself. That was the easiest fight of my life. Last time at Drainer Manor we had to run away, but this time we were victorious. Oh Gothics, may you bless these offerings, may your magic pass through them and in turn be used to bring balance to Gielinor. And look at these two, looking all high and mighty in their armor. Take off the suit of armor and what are you? Think you can take me? Many have tried. None have succeeded. Okay, I'll let you off easy, but I'll be back for you. And here we go, another task completed, another quest, Druidic Ritual. Now, nothing stands in our way of becoming a fully fledged White Knight of Falador. Alright, Ceramic, this is the 4th time I'm here. You must let me in now. Okay, so it turns out that the Temple Knights are different than the White Knights, I guess. The White Knights just sit in Falador Castle, but the Temple Knights, they're a different organization. So Ceramic here is going to send me a letter of recommendation to certification, and then I'll join up with those boys. Certifi, there you are. You must let me into the Temple Knights. You won't regret it. Alright, let's get on with this test and see if I'm worthy. In this first room, you just have to wait and be patient. It's a test of patience, and there we go. All done. In this room, you just have to look at the statues for a few seconds and then see which statue wasn't there before, so which one was added. Easy peasy. This next room, you have a fox, some grain, and a chicken. You have to bring them all across the bridge, one by one, without any of them eating each other, without the chicken eating the grain or the fox eating the chicken. So there's a couple different ways to do this, but it's pretty simple. Unfortunately, the first time I attempted this, I failed. Before being a paladin, I was a humble farmer on Tutorial Island, and I seem to have forgotten that chickens eat grain. Okay, now we have to fight Surlay, and they've actually changed this quest since I've done it in 2015. Before, you had to be a female character to beat this guy because he would say something like, "No man can defeat me." But now, he says something like, "No blade can defeat me." So you go to the table and you pick up a warhammer. No food and no prayer. It's a close fight, but we are victorious. There's a number of puzzles you can get during the Recruitment Drive quest. You don't get all of them. So the last test for me here is this escape room. You just have to mix chemicals, burn them, basically to open up 2 doors. I have no idea how people solved this back in the day without quest guides, but kudos to them. And that's the escape room completed, and that should be everything. Completed the test. So am I finally a Temple Knight / White Knight of Falador? My performance will need to be evaluated, but welcome to the team. Holy, look at that. Recruitment Drive completed. 1 quest point, 1000 prayer XP, herb lore and agility, 3k coins, and an initiate salad. That's my first piece of armor, White Knight armor. I am just an initiate, but I'm proud. It took a lot of hard work and effort to get to this point, and I will wear it proudly. For those of you that don't know, the Initiate Sallet has the exact same defensive stats as the Mithril Full Helm. The only difference is that the Initiate Sallet has a +3 prayer bonus, where the Mithril Helmet doesn't have a prayer bonus at all. Alright, let's equip this bad boy. Oh no. I forgot, you need a defense level of 20 to equip this. Damn it, we're not strong enough. But that's okay. We'll just have to train up our defense a little bit. But for now, let's see how much the chest and the legs cost. Damn, this is hefty. The chest costs 10k and the legs cost 8k. I think I have like 5k to my name, if that. So we'll have to do some work. We'll have to find a way to come up with all this gold. And me being a humble paladin, I don't like to hoard a lot of gold. but I'm gonna have to do that just so I can get my very first set of armor. So I'm back at the imps, and I could just grind these guys out to 20 defense, but maybe, oh, there's 11 defense, but maybe I'll do something else. All right, I'm thinking of starting the fishing grind, so I'm just gonna buy a net and a couple rods here, start getting my levels up. The fish will be a better healing food than the bread and the cooked meat I'm getting from the imps. And with that better food, I can fight stronger monsters like skeletons, zombies, whatever else. And that will train my levels a little bit faster. And yeah, I could just go and get 20 defense pretty quickly, but might as well start training some other skills as well. This will also be good for beginner clue scrolls because oftentimes Charlie the Tramp asks for fish to turn in or other items. But yeah, this will be helpful. Okay, I started fishing, but I literally realized after catching one shrimp that instead of actually fishing for XP, I can just go do the sea slug quest. Alright, the sea slug quest is a very short and simple quest. All I need is 30 fire making and some swamp paste. I actually picked up swamp paste in the lumbered swamp when I was walking by there during the Restless Ghost. And the quest reward will give me over 7k fishing XP, so that'll skip a bunch of levels. So this is the plan going forward. Now the woodcutting and fire making grind begins. There we go, 30 fire making. Our skill in creating holy fire is improving. And now we can go do the sea slug quest. I haven't shown this yet, but the way I've been getting to Artie is through the edge of a lever. I've taken it 3 or 4 times, and just like this time, pretty safe, no PKers. But for those who don't know, it takes you to level 51 wilderness for a second, and then you use the lever again, and it takes you across the map to Artie. And yeah, people level 60, 70, they can PK me there if they're waiting for me. But so far so good. Alright, time to start the sea slug quest. Hello there. You want some help? Help is what I do. Point me to the direction of the danger. Oh shit, I forgot the swamp paste. Here you go, some swamp paste for your boat. I wonder what his sailing level is though. His little boat here, it's like between a raft and a skiff, so I don't know, maybe he's around 25, maybe less. These people are afflicted with some kind of disease. I'm not sure. It's not demonic. They're not undead. I don't know what it is. Maybe this guy on this little island knows what's going on. Yes, thanks Sardomin. Sardomin himself sent me here to save your little fishing platform. I see, so you guys were fishing and the fish had these sea slugs attached to them. And then they started spreading to everyone. Very strange. Strange indeed. I don't know what's going on here exactly, but for now we'll just save this little boy. He's not infected and neither are his parents, so we'll get him back to shore safely. He could have just easily ran past these slug zombies and climbed down the ladder, but whatever, we'll use this crane. Brave Paladin Tiberstrike, you've returned! You've saved my boy! Here, take this XP as a reward! You're welcome for that voice acting, and there we go, Sea Slug is completed and 7k fishing XP, 7.1k. Which gets us to 24 fishing. Pretty good. I think that's one level away from being able to fish pikes. And we still have that one beginner clue scroll for Charlie the Tramp where we have to bring him a pike. So let's go work on 25 fishing. And before even coming here to start this quest, I killed a few imps on the way and I got to 18 defense. So only 2 more levels until we can wear initiate armor. I also wanted to check out the chapel here, the church in Witch Haven. Pretty nice. Nice little tower in the front. The whole architecture here in Witch Haven's pretty unique. Look at that beam of light, those god rays going through the stained glass windows. Not too many seats here, but nice little lectern in the front, the altar. I feel Sardomin's light giving me strength, replenishing my soul. Let's see what Brother Maledict has to say here. Nice haircut, classic monk look. And blessings of Sardomin to you as well, brother. Alright, we're back in Lumbridge. I wanted to do a bit of fishing here so I can get to 25 and bring Charlie a pike, but I brought the wrong fishing rod. So I'm making my way to Barbarian Village, do a bit of fishing there, hit 25, get a pike, give it to Charlie, and then get my next clue step or clue casket. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, my imp senses are tingling. I see it. I'll smite you, you foul demon. You're here trying to poison the crops. You'll pay for this. Oh, 19 defense. Only one more level. Alright, 25 fishing acquired. Charlie, you poor tramp. Here's a pike. Oh. Has to be cooked? Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, mini cooking grind done, and we hit level 20. And now we can cook this pike to perfection and feed Charlie the pike connoisseur. Alright, Charlie, I brought you all the pike in the world. What now? I forgot the clue scroll. And of course, I forgot to record bringing the pike to Charlie, but he gave me the next step, and that's the hot and cold thing. I have to pick it up from Raldo. And this hot and cold step, it brought us to the cow field, north of Lumbridge. Oh! And look at that, that's our first clue casket on this account. It's just a beginner casket, but it's all good. We come from humble beginnings. But let's see what we get. Okay. Van braces and chaos runes. Not the best, but chaos runes will be handy. I think we can use that for Crumble Undead, which will be our main magic spell, so thank you, Saradomin. And now we used our holy magic to teleport to the desert and have 30 agility. Yeah, I just went on a little bit of a agility training side quest because we don't have teleports yet, so we're going to do a lot of walking and running around, so I thought I'd just get a few levels quickly. I'm also just completing Imp Catcher now. Last episode I got all the beads, but I never actually came down here to finish it. But I was walking by so many times, I had to finally come around and actually complete it. And that gets us to 8 magic, our first magic levels on the account. Look at that, 20 defense. We finally hit it after going off on a bit of a fishing, cooking, agility tangent. But there we go, 20 defense, so we can finally equip that Initiate Salad. Let's go do that. More chapel, church enjoying. These stained glass windows are pretty nice. I'm making it another goal to visit every church, chapel in the game. Look at all their stained glass windows or whatever other art they have. And pray at every good aligned altar. And look at the benches here. A lot more comfortable than the ones in Witch Haven, but hey, they all work. Saradomin, please bless this helmet. Let it protect me as you protect me with your light. Let your power flow through it into me so that I may cast out all evil from this land and protect the kind and innocent. Oh, look at this. You fear the wrath of the gods. I guess when you use an item on the altar, this message pops up. But I don't fear the wrath of Saradomin. I embrace it. It strengthens me. But now we bless the helmet. And now that it's consecrated, we finally equip it. I can feel Saradomin's power, but I know there's a lot more to it. This is just the beginning. I must go and acquire the other pieces to complete this holy armor set. We got the quiz random event, and we get the classic choice of 1k coins or the mystery box. Really, the mystery box doesn't give us anything good. The 1000 coins will be a lot more useful, and we need that 18k to get the remaining 2 pieces of the initiate armor. Alright, fast forward a little bit. We got our attack, strength, and defense all to level 25. Just by slaying more imps, protecting Ardun from these evil imps, these evildoers, these mischief makers. But yeah, I think now it's time to kill some higher level things, maybe make some money, or better yet, I think we can do our first Slayer task. We've made a tutorial, and we're ready to accept our first Slayer task. Tutorial can assign a whole bunch of low-level monsters to kill, as well as animals, and generally I want to avoid slaying a bunch of animals needlessly, but if I have to, I have to. But the main thing I want to avoid is killing dwarves. As a paladin, I really don't want to have to kill one of the other races. It's kind of weird how you can get a Dwarf Slayer task in the first place. I know at higher levels you can get an Elf task as well. Both of these are kind of messed up, so hopefully I don't get this now. In the future, if I get any of these tasks, I'll just try to skip it. So let's hope for the best here. Okay, nice. Our first task is 18 rats. Pretty simple, we'll just go for the giant rats. I hoped it would be skeletons or zombies, but hey, at least it's not dwarves. Let's activate this. Whoa! Who are you? Foul demon, why are you in this gem? Is this some kind of test? Turiel wants me to find this demon and slay it instead of the rats. I will hunt you down. You can't hide from me. And there's 2 Slayer. Slowly making our way to 99. And we have 1 more rat to go. And none of this meat will go to waste. I'll cook it up and I'll use it for my future adventures. And I'm burying all the bones as well. We have to make sure all the parts of the animal are put to use. So I've decided to buy a steel axe. The plan now is to do some woodcutting and fletching. I don't really know many early game Iron Man money making methods, so I'm just going to cut logs and fletch them into unstrung bows and sell them to the general store. I know a common money making method is going to the lava maze in the wilderness and picking up steel plate bodies and earth stabs and then selling them in the wilderness general store. I feel like that's too easy. It's like a sneaky workaround, and I just don't want to do that on my Paladin account. And look what we have here. It's our first forestry event, and it's stealing the eggs from the pheasants. So I'm not really sure about this. Let me know what you guys think. Should I be allowed to do this event for thieving XP? Me being a paladin, I don't really have a lot of thieving methods available to me because thieving and being a paladin don't really line up. I do need thieving levels for the future, for quests and other things, so I will have to train it. For the early levels, I have some quests in mind, but after that, I need to train it somehow. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Before this forestry event, it gives you thieving XP based off your level. So right now, I'm only getting 1 XP every other egg because my thieving level is currently 1. But as you get more levels, it scales to your level, so either way, it's a very slow training method, but it's kind of all I have right now. The hell is this? An imp has come to talk to me. What does he want? First it was a skeleton head, now this imp. The teacher wants me to come to school for a test? What kind of teacher? Is this some demon teacher? Oh, it's a dragon. Alright, dragons are fine, but what the hell? There's a zombie, skeleton, goblins. What the hell kind of evil institute is this? And the zombie's tweaking out. Right behind me. He's just going ham on the desk. Yeah, there he goes again. Well, I guess I'll take this test to show these monsters how it's done. That was the easiest test of my life. These brainless baboons are never going to get out of this school. Alright, so we got a Book of Knowledge. That's our first XP random event. And we're going to use that on thieving. And if you remember from the last episode, I got an XP lamp from X Marks the Spot. It's a 300 XP reward. And I should have used it on thieving, but I didn't really know what I was going to use my XP lamps on. And I just put it into strength, so kind of a mistake, but whatever, we move on. And yeah, from now on, I'll just be putting all my XP lamps on thieving. Alright, fast forward a little bit again. I'm 43 woodcutting and 33 fletching. It's been busy, Christmas time, and in between Christmas preparations, I've just been doing some fletching whenever I could squeeze it in. And since I've been in Draenor for a while, I decided I gotta help out the locals. They're being terrorized by an evil being, something that needs to be cleansed from this world. So I'm on my way to figure out how to slay the beast. If you're watching this in the future, the 2025 Christmas event is currently going on in Varrock, here in the Blue Moon Inn actually. But we're just here to talk to Dr. Harlow, an ex-vampire slayer. Oh, I gotta buy him a beer, but I have no money, so I'm gonna sell all these unstrung bows just up here. But Dr. Harlow, I don't support your alcoholism. I don't want to do this, but I have no other choice. Hopefully, after I slay the vampire, I can help Dr. Harlow get over his alcoholism and get sober. I don't condone this. Doctor, we're gonna have a talk after. But there we go, there's a steak. Now let's go kill us a vampire. Hey Morgan, I'm just gonna go upstairs and grab that garlic to slay the vampire. We good? Awesome. It's in the cupboard? Yeah, your wife will show me. It's in here, right? Yeah, it's in there. Just grab that garlic, you're good. Perfect. Alright, we're all on the same page, we're all good. Okay, we got a clue step right behind Drainer Manor. Ooh, clue casket. It's kind of funny, we came to Drainer Manor to slay the vampire, and we got a clue casket. But what do we get? Okay, earth runes and a black robe. Not the best, but we'll take it. But for now, let's go back to hunting this vampire. Alright, you vampire. Get out of that coffin and meet your maker. Your days of terrorizing these villagers is over. I have Serdome behind me. Where's your god Zamorak? Nowhere to be seen. Alright, how do I use this? I'm using the steak. I have the garlic. What do I do? He's not dying. Okay, I gotta heal. How do you do this? It's been so long. He died. What? He just healed. What the heck? Okay, I have to fall back. Retreat and recuperate. What was going on there? Okay, turns out I forgot the hammer. It would have helped if I read what Dr. Harlow said. But I got some more bread. So this time, we finish him. We're good. Well, that'll do it for this episode. I saved the people of Drainer. I got an Initiate helmet. Got some skilling gains. The goal for next episode will be to get a full set of Initiate armor and also scatter 100 ashes at an altar as punishment for killing the bear cub. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed. Tune in next time, and Saradomin's Light guide you.